Welcome everyone, this is M.O.O.S.E. I'll be playing Mega Man 7. One of the two classic Mega Man games for SNES. I actually got a PB today, but the curse is, and what they say about getting a 1 PB in a day is probably going to be the case here. So, without further ado, let's get the show on the road. And time starts in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're gonna start off Mega Man 7 with a 1 minute and 59 second intro. So enjoy the music. Kind of unfortunate that we have to wait for the cutscene to play out every time we reset Mega Man 7, but it is what it is. And community agreed that we cannot skip this cutscene, so it has been like this for years. Mega Man 7 gets a lot of hate because the sprites are so big, which I completely absolutely disagree with, because everything is enhanced, not only the characters but also the sprites in general. And it's absolutely gorgeous game. I love 16-bit graphics, and everyone should. So we are going to follow the weakness order. And instead of just getting 8 Robot Masters just at the beginning of the game, we're going to only get 4. Which is a different take from the 6 previous Mega Man games we got on NES. So 7 tried to be something new right off the bat. Also to notice, every single character, well not everyone, but most of the characters looks really pissed off. They are angry at something. Even Rush, look at Rush. Also, that's probably my favorite Rush sprite in every Mega Man game out there. But I don't know, yeah, every single sprite looks really angry. Even Dr. Light. Rolly's the only one that doesn't. She looks really concerned for some reason. Of course, Dr. Wily looks as pissed off as ever. So, the intro is really short. We're going to take intentional damage here. So we don't have to fight base. And the run starts right now, after 2 minutes of cutscenes. It's obviously slide light, pew pew, the normal Mega Man style. A little mini boss here. We're going to try to get our health really low here, so we don't have to hug base many times. Just going to get another. There we go. Finish the fight. So yeah, like I said, fighting base is really slow, so we want to actually lose the fight intentionally. So just give him a big ass hug and everyone's happy. There you go. And then we just have a little dialogue about is this Mega Man, yada yada yada. The greatest robot ever. After intro, we're going to continue to Cloudman, which is the first Robot Master of this run. Really difficult. Like, I don't think there really is any easy stage. There are easier stages, but in general, Mega Man 7 is actually a pretty hard game. Already fan favorites, enemies coming from pits, which I'm sure some of you guys have experienced in Mega Man games. Really annoying piece of details in these video games. And here actually comes a little skip. We're going to attempt to skip a cycle here. This is really hard, I'm just gonna focus. Okay, we got it, nice. That saves a little bit of time if you skip that little itty bitty cycle there with the clouds. One more hard part about this stage is coming up next. We call them the fanboys, and they can blow, they can suck, and we're hoping that they suck. Okay. Good. All 3 did. Some people say that they're in global cycle. I'm not sure about that. They might be. So Cloudman is really easy fight. We're just going to use charge and normal buster shots, lemons. kind of alternate between them two. Other than that, there's really not much to say about this fight. It's really simple, always the same. Well, depending on his patterns, it's slight RNG. Like for example, we didn't get a full charge shot there. This might take a little bit longer than usually, but it's okay. As long as we're not dying or doing anything silly here, everything's good. Good start. And just like most of the newer Mega Man games, you want to align yourself as close to the center as possible. Just so you don't waste time moving to the middle. So you want to align. Save some time. And here's another really important thing about Mega Man 7, if you're playing with the Japanese version. The US version, or the other version, language version of this game, only have Dr. Light on the cutscenes. But of course, Japanese as a text is faster, so we don't want to use the Japanese version because of it. But also the Japanese version have 2 different characters in the cutscenes, or it's completely RNG based. You can have auto, or you can have roll. You always want to have Dr. Light, he's the fastest. And then auto and roll both are slow. One of them is slower than other, but Dr. Light is what we want. Next in line we have Junk. Junk is... I was just talking about easy stage. This should be easy stage. Didn't get the zip attempt here. That's probably a good thing, because there's a potential soft lock in the... that can happen if you go for the zip. So now we obviously got the weapon from Cloud. Thunder Strike or Lightning Strike, depending on the version. It can make these things move. Some electronics. And we're gonna pick our first little collectible item here, which happens to be Rush Jet. Very important, obviously mandatory item for the speedrun. Can't really skip that. But the next one we can skip if we want. It's not really important. Speaking of jets, we're gonna use jets to get past this section here. Good luck from the worm. If you kill that worm, it's actually a second time save, because otherwise it will lag the screen so much. It takes a little bit of mashing to get it down though. So Junk is pretty easy fight. Every time you hit him with his weakness, which is the thunder, he goes for this funny little transformer mode, but we can also time our shots so he doesn't, which is obviously very convenient. We can finish the fight super fast because of it. So that was Junk. Nothing really much to say about. Very easy stage, or one of the easier stages. 3 should be another easy stage, and then the game kicks you in the head with a hammer, because it's going to give you the hardest stage in the game right after. So now we got Roll. She's slow. We're losing time here just because of her. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can do for this. This is just pure RNG. But if you want consistent splits, and if you want to just have consistent runs in general, always play the US version. It is slower in the long run to play that game, but at least you don't have to worry about cutscene RNG. So next in line we have Freeze Man. It looks like he's thinking all the time. One of the best songs in the game. As you might imagine, ice physics. And we got Junk Shield from Junkman, which is really good for, well, to be honest, and quite frankly, it's one of the best shield weapons in any Mega Man games. Very laggy though, unfortunately. That's kind of a downside. In this stage, we're going to try and get Rush Surge, which we're going to use at the very end of the game. There is a slight chance that I will die by collecting it, but it's very, I would say, unlikely. But even if I jinx myself here, there's Rush Surge. Since those Slide jumps can be pretty tight, but this game has a really generous window when it comes to edge jumps. Like, you can be on your pinky. The pinky is the only finger on the remaining on the platform. You can still do a jump. That's how generous the jump window is in this game. So, Freezeman fight is very easy. His weakness is not actually the jump shield. The real weakness is the flame wheel, which we get from Turbo. But this is like his secondary weakness, which takes him down equally fast, I would say. That was Freeze. All the easy stages now gone. We got Dr. Light, which is the fastest one. Good, saving time. So Burst is really hard stage. It's, I guess every single runner says a different thing, like what is the hardest stage in the game, but I would say Burst is by far the hardest, including all the wild stages and everything. Burst is just, we're probably gonna die. I'm just gonna say it right now. We're probably gonna die in the stage, and hopefully not, but it's very likely. So right off the bat, we're going to squeeze ourselves, or try to squeeze ourselves between the bombs. This skips the bomb second cycle, so they don't start counting down. Just going to concentrate here. We're going to spawn Jet. And then D-boost hopefully through these spikes. Nice, we got the first beginning. Or the beginning of this stage without dying. Another one's little squeeze there between those balls. That's definitely not the weapon I want to choose, but it's okay. Little trick here with the freeze cracker. Didn't want to take the the risk and jump onto the platform there. You save a little bit of time by doing so. Okay, so now the water cycle started, and we have to be really fast to get the one cycle of water here. So we're going to use coil to reach up here. So the water is going all the time. It's literally just on one cycle. And if you get it, you will save a lot of time. And if you don't, then you have to wait. Looks good so far. We are on the cycle so far. Pretty nasty drop there, just to break my momentum, but we got it. We got the one cycle, and that's actually really good, because I was so afraid of the burst stage. Whew, okay, nice. So, burst is weak to, obviously, Freeze Cracker, the Freezeman weapon. And if we get the proper momentum here, this fight is really easy. And there you go. Oh, I'm so glad. Burst is, it's such a hard stage to finish without dying. Alright, off to a good start. Whew, now we can relax a bit. The hardest part of this entire, well, I won't say the hardest part in general. There's still a hard parts in general in the entire run, but definitely a sigh of relief. So now that we defeated the 4 first Robot Masters, there's going to be a pretty hefty cutscene. Unfortunately, we got Auto here, which is another time loss. And just before introducing the 4 next and the last 4 Robot Masters, we're going to get a little cutscene here. Because Dr. Wily is attacking the Robot Museum, and he's going to steal one classic Robot Master from the museum. Can you guys guess what that is? I mean, Wily seems to have some kind of fixation or addiction, I should say, for one single Robot Master. We have seen the same Robot Master in Mega Man 1, Mega Man 2, and Mega Man 7 at least. I'm sure there's more. So if you look at the background, you can see some familiar faces here. There's Snake Man, there's Blizzard Man, there's Pharaoh Man, there's Heat Man. And there's also Skull and Ring, and of course he's stealing Guts Man. Doo-dum. And of course, just before Mega Man 8, we're going to see Clown Man make an appearance here. He's really chunky for some reason. And we're going to finish him all with the Danger Rap we got from the previous boss, First Man. Simple, we're just going to hit his head and he's dead. So that was our little cool down stage. And now we're back to real action here. Alright, starting off with the next 4 Robot Masters, we're starting off with Slash Man. Little Jurassic Jungle themed stage. This is actually on cycle as well, so I gotta move faster if I want to reach the logs on the waterfall. Okay. So normally this stage would be kinda slow if you do the intended way, which would be to ride the robot dinosaurs in the next screen. But since we have Rush Jet, we can just kinda break the system and skip over this section with the jet. Of course, funny fact by the way, in this game, if your Rush Coil or Rush Jet takes damage or gets hit by anything, they will get unsummoned and like literally there's a damage animation for Rush as well. Like, ow! I got hit! I don't think any other Mega Man game actually has that. So that's a pretty annoying feature, to be honest, but... And there's a little mini-boss already dead. And that's basically the end of this stage on 80%. On 100% you would come here to collect something from the woods, if you know what that is. Slashman is a hard fight. We're going to do 2 full Buster charges, followed with the Freeze Cracker, but this is no joke. He's going to change the weapon now, get a damage boost, and freeze him. And then we have to dodge the eggs, or tomato soup, or whatever. They have multiple names. Okay, so far so good. One more cycle. Unfortunate, I'm stuck. You don't want to see him bounce too many times, otherwise he will just jump up and repeat the same egg throwing. That was okay. It's you can also stand on the sides and hope for the best, but in general it's kinda... I almost feel like it's better just to dodge the eggs instead of just standing still. Good. That was another boss fight in the game that I was worried about. Usually when you speedrun Mega Man games and you have played them for the longest time, bosses in general or Robot Master doesn't really... They become really easy. And you don't really die for any boss fights, unless it's Wily. But in this game, there's a couple of tough boss fights, and Slash is definitely one of them. Alright, next in line we have Spring Man. Spring is another, I would say, if there's an easiest stage in the game, Spring is probably one of the candidates for that. Has a catchy tune, and I don't know, it's just really simple compared to all of the other stages. You can use Slash here to get through these enemies, or you can use Junk Shield. Junk is slightly faster, just because you don't have to stop the Slash, even though I'm stopping right now to get another shield on me. So there's a zip here, if you want to go for it. You can actually zip all the way up here with the jet, but it saves so much, so little time that it's probably not even worth it. Looks cool when you get it though. Once again, using jets to skip a big portion of the stage. And that was Springman. Spring's weakness is the slash. It looks really easy, and in technical terms, this should be. But getting these hits and these timed shots is actually pretty difficult. And I wouldn't be surprised if I miss one or two, but the slash does have a lingering hitbox, so every time you slash, your hitbox lingers there for a little bit, which allows easier connections. But the timing is still pretty tight, so it's not as easy as it might look. So that was Spring. Spring is dead. God, I miss Spring. But not Spring Man. Next in line we go to Shade, and just for you guys, we're going to play the secret music on the stage. Not the original Shade music, but for Laxus and everyone else. Ghouls and Goblins. Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Goblins, whatever the music is, or the game is. You probably recognize this music if you have played the games. Triggering this music does cost me a little bit of time, but we don't really care about that right now. It's like a second something. This is the first and the only mini-boss of this stage. Okay, you don't want to see him opening up, otherwise he will break the floor instead of this door. So you want to finish the fight as soon as you can. Otherwise you have to wait for the pumpkin to close up again. So it's really important you kill the pumpkin when the mouth is closed. Oh, nice wolves. Those wolves actually transformed into the knights you saw before, when the moon gets hidden by the clouds. This game actually has a lot of cool details when you think about it. There's so much details in a lot of things. 7 just is filled with a lot of gorgeous, I wouldn't say lore details, but a lot of like practical details like that. And there's so much more we don't see even in the speedrun. So Shade, we're just going to use the spring weapon, the charge mode of the spring weapon, which allows us to bounce the shots a little bit further up and also deal more damage. And of course you can charge when there's another spring on the screen, so ideally you want to hit him and make sure the other spring gets removed from the screen as soon as possible. Very easy fight, like the Shade is, it's very free. Even if you fail the fight, you don't really, there's no chance for you of actually dying there. Okay, Turbo, fun little name, Turbo Man, the champ of the roads. I would say this is one of the, like, if Burst is the hardest stage of the game, this is probably second or third. For 2 reasons. The third screen, which is full of spikes and moving tires. And then the quick kill, which hopefully we're going to get. The start is not so tough. We're going to be chased by this little bulldozer here. Just going to use Danger Wrap to get inside the hitbox and spam away. He's dead. You obviously have to kill that, otherwise you can't progress in the stage. But this screen is really dangerous. Okay, well, kind of unfortunate. That was supposed to hit the tire, but didn't. It's okay. Didn't die. That's what matters. Then we're going to change to freeze cracker and just freeze some little flame pillars here. There you go. And we're off to the little quickman section here, which takes a few seconds, then we're done. And the mini-boss, which happens to be this entire truck I'm standing on currently. Oh, it's really good RNG. Nice. Alright. So we have like a 2-frame window to do this trick. And before I explain it, let me try and get it. Ah, didn't get it. Shame. We would have been able to kill him instantly. That's okay. You only get one chance. Only get one chance. The fight itself is really easy now, so nothing to worry about. So what would have happened is you shoot and then you take a step forward to open the gate. And since this weapon bounces from the walls, it actually bounces like 3 times until hitting Turbo. And it actually hits Turbo just when his health bar starts to fill. So practically you see 1 HP and then the connection happens and it takes away the 1 HP, so the game thinks he's dead. So you enter the boss fight just to see Turbo die. It saves about almost 30 seconds, so it's definitely something you kind of have to get in the game if you want to get top times. It's a significant time save over the course of the Mega Man 7 run. You can also do the same thing in Springman, by the way. There is a spring quick kill. I think the time save is even bigger there than in Turbo. But unfortunately the spring quick kill is frame perfect, so it's even more tighter, and that would also mean that you would have to go shade for like yeah, it would change the routing a bit. Like after slash you would go to shade and then spring and turbo, or turbo or spring, depending which one you want to go first, but either way it would change the routing a bit, and you would have to fight spring with Buster only, I think, since you don't have the weakness. Alright, so we're done with the 8 robos. We're not dead yet, but anything can go wrong here. Wally 1 is... there's... I would say one really annoying screen. I think I'm just going to play it safe instead of trying to play the hero here. Okay. Just to use a little bit of the shield to get rid of the guys who jumps from the pits. Change the coil. Skip these platforms. Another shield. Our favorite guys again. Unfortunately that bird did have the chance to break the egg. Little birds causes so much lag. Okay. So... just gonna play this safe, like I said. Just use Jet early. Usually you would use Jet in the middle platform, because using Jet is obviously slower than sliding, but it's so much safer, so I really have to show that off right there. Okay. First, and just... you know what to say, guys, you know. First base fight. He always says, "But I do not!" in Japanese. And if you didn't say that, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Alright. Gonna get rid of these cockroach nests And we're off to the one robot master Wily decided to steal from us. Dudung! It's Gutsman again. So he's trying to drop these blocks on us. And he's occasionally, yeah, he's charging right now. So we're just gonna take a couple of V boosts while damaging him at the same time. Really good RNG though. Almost failed the fight there. Whoops. Alright. Wally 1 was a success, even though I played it safely, but all good. Still alive. Getting a deadless run in Mega Man 7 almost feels like getting a deadless run in Rockman and Forte. Or Mega Man and Bass. Both are extremely, extremely difficult games to speedrun. And casually as well. So Wally 2 has a really Michael Jackson kind of song going on here. Everything is a turtle. Even the boss. Spoiler. Let's see if I can get this shield guy here. No. Alright, and we're going to fight Bass the second time. Now he's going to combine himself with his trusty companion Wolf, Treble, or in the Japanese version I guess his name is Cospel. He's going to make himself the Super Bass. No, not Super Bowl, guys, don't get too excited. And we're just going to try to avoid... This is definitely a very slow strat I'm using, but it's also very safe. And I'm always worried about the health in this stage, but that was a really good fight. Nice. Why can't I defeat him? Said Bass in third person right in front of Mega Man. Alright, Bass is down, we don't have to worry about him anymore. Couple of neat little tricks coming up here. We're going to change the coil. Skip this conveyor belt section. Drop rush coil there. Believe it or not, that is actually faster than going from the top. I know it doesn't look like it, but it actually is. There's a danger wrap, and let's see if I can get this. Good. Alright. Then we have the big turtle. We can call her the turtle mama or turtle daddy, but it's a big boy. Okay. The way how many times he's slamming his head against the wall is completely random. It can go from 1 to 4. And then what we want to do is hopefully ricochet this little turtle right against his face like that. Deals a huge amount of damage if you get it. Nice, really good RNG. This turtle can misbehave so badly, but that was actually really good RNG. Super fast kill. Good Wally 2. You actually didn't hear that, but that was a gold split on my live split. By whooping 4 seconds. Okay. Time for Wally 3. Another one of those, hey, this feels like an easy stage. But believe me, Wally 3 is not easy. Don't even think it is. Come on, get up there. That's okay. Oops, not the right coil there. The next screen especially can go really wrong if my weapon swaps are off. So far so good. Okay. Oops. Was supposed to change to Buster there for easier menuing, and I kept my Thunder Strike on, or Lightning Strike, whatever. The rest of the stage, not so hard, as long as you don't jump on Rush Jet before he actually activates, because you have to wait for the animation before you can jump on him. I'm gonna get these tanks for safety, because I still don't feel super comfortable with the capsule fight at the end of the game. And if you have ever played with Mega Man 7, you know exactly how difficult the capsule fight is. So this is the evil face, and he's evil looking. And we're just going to use the charged version of this weapon to kill it. Not much to it, very simple. And off to the final stage of the game. Which... well, only time will tell. Wally 4 is obviously the refights. And it has a really annoying elevator in the middle, which is kind of exclusive for 7. I don't know. I mean, they tried something new and different with 7 compared to the NES, the 6 NES games. So everything had to be new and shiny, but this probably went a bit too far to the shiny side. Like, I have to do a little jump there just to prevent me from going up and down with the elevator. It's like a safety jump, not to do it. So we're starting off these refights with Freezeman. And some of these are slightly different than the stage fights. Like this, for example, I usually enter the fight with my junk shield already activated, but I can't do it on refights. The Slashman fight is also slightly different. Instead of using fully charged Buster Shots, we can use Springman's weapon here, and then follow it up the Freeze Cracker. Other than that, this should be fairly simple. Okay, and of course, I only need one more shot and then Freeze Cracker to finish the fight, so it's also slightly faster than the stage fight. Good fight. Next in line we have Junk. It's exactly the same as the stage fight. Starting off with the Thunder. And then keeping on the iframes. Not that long though. Cloud next. This is different. I will try to do it. I will most likely not get it, but I'm going to try to start the fight with a single neutral danger wrap. Nah, didn't get it. It's okay. It's a really tight window. Okay. And turbo, same as before. Which is kind of bad thing to say, because you don't want this to be the same as before. Since this is the refight strat. The quick kill as a stage exclusive thing. Okay. And spring. Nothing new here either. We're just going to smack him with the slash. Hoping that we don't miss. Alright. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Almost missed the last one. Then we have Shade. I'm going for the hard strat, the refight exclusive fight, which is a slightly faster strat, but let's see if I can get it. Good enough. I'll take it. Okay. Last but not least, we have Mr. Burst. I want to intentionally take some extra damage here, and I will explain soon why. Just... That's probably enough, yeah. Don't need more than that, which I just did. A bit more than I needed, but it's okay. Alright. Then we're gonna refill our spring, and hopefully we're gonna get a chance for this. And that's the reason why we need to surge. We have a chance. Rush Surge needs to get a refill or energy refill. Come on, Rush, come on. No, it was a bolt, I think. Damn it. That sound made me super excited, because if he gives us a chance, we can actually kill this machine instantly. Without... It's obviously RNG, whether you get it or not, but if you get it, it saves like... way over like 40 seconds or something. Kind of sucks that such RNG is at the very end of the game, because that's why the leaderboard is also so... Like, some people are just way ahead of you because they got the quick kill and you didn't. Of course, you still have to execute to get it, but it's a massive lead if you get it. Alright, this is the boss everyone hates. Wally Capsule. We're going to try to get double hits with the charge coil. Let's see if we can get it. If he's too high for us to reach, we're going to change to... We're going to change to Freeze Cracker. That's actually good RNG. I can get 2 charge shots in. So that's 4 full damage. That's also 4 full damage. So good RNG so far. Oh no, another one. Damn, Wally, keep that up. I like those double shots. Okay, this is too high. I'm just gonna use Freeze Cracker for free shot. I think I missed that. Okay, so far so good. Am I actually going to kill him without using a tank? We are! Time! Oh my god, I was 8 seconds off my PB! Damn it! I saved 18 seconds on the last stage. Darn. That was a really good refight. Awesome run. Only 8 seconds away. Like I said, I did get a PB today, but I was not expecting such an awesome marathon run as well. Damn it. Yeah, with Rush that would have been my 41, the one I've been chasing for a while now. Thank you so much for the GGs, guys. Obviously, thank you, Dave, for hosting this event. And if you haven't followed Dave already, please do so. Also, I noticed, you can follow Dave, by the way, all you want, but please subscribe to him. That seemed to be the one thing that pushed me over the edge, and I got the partners. Just keep giving Dave all the subscriptions, please. Also follow, but if you can, if you have the money, subscribe to Dave. That's what Twitch cares about. Money and money and money, you know. At least that's what we assume that they do. But either way, that was a good, cool run. And I wasn't hoping any better than that. If you want to follow me, I'm streaming on twitch.tv/M.O.O.S.E. Mostly Mega Man games, but other stuff as well. Yeah, thanks for having me, Dave, and everyone else. I hope you have a good rest of the marathon. Bye.